All right, guys, welcome back to the new subscriber game. So we're continuing to conquer into Europe here. You can see a little bit of activity as I've gone to war here with Piedmont. But in the interim here, we have taken over almost all of Natal's land here. Natal went ahead and bowed out and is going to go ahead and just maybe join the next subscriber game down the road. These games don't always go the way we want them to. I know for myself, certainly, a lot of games I've just had to archive, and just say, next time, But we've got most of that territory taken back. A lot of it was here. So we got that. And then I did send out a general alarm about it. If you're anywhere near his lands, go ahead and just stack on it. And he was really cool about it. He marched all of his stuff out and sent them to attack our enemies around the globe. And so it was real easy to occupy that territory that he left behind. This was his as well. And then a couple over here as well. I'm still, I think this cannon just developed there. So I wish I'd gotten there sooner. It would have developed under my control, but just having to quickly take that shouldn't be a huge deal. Anyway, the big news now is I wake up today and come to the computer and whoa, look at what Piedmont's got. Look at that stack. So I hoofed out of there, and luckily I only lost, when I checked my stack, I only had one guy gone, but I think I lost a lot of guys here. I don't know how many were there, and I don't even want to check. So I'm not gonna. What I'm doing is I'm falling back to this territory because I went ahead and checked this railgun. It can throw. I was gonna gather here, but he can throw to there. So I'm gonna go ahead and regather here. Go ahead and muster over here, and once I do, I should have enough to present some kind of front. I do have a couple fighters that can at least do something against this Air Force. That's not a terribly devastating Air Force because on land it's only dealing 1.8, which is slightly more than a cannon. So it's not a devastating Air Force against the land, but it will be something against anything I put in the air because that's 4 fighters. So their air defense, their air attack is pretty darn good. Wow, why is it only 1.6? What? That doesn't make sense at all. I don't believe that. The fighters have an air attack of 4 each. So I don't know why. That's just weird. All right. Well, also what I'm doing as I fall back is I'm letting some of these come forward here from the Western Cape and from Northeast Rhodesia. Together we have, enough to absolutely defeat this stack, but that's an intimidating stack, 767, 39 cannon and a railgun. That's a beefy stack right there. So I'm falling back. I'm going to regroup back over here. And it does look like I've got about 300 guys in this region that can muster to here. Along with what you see over here, South Angola here has about 340 guys and a significant amount of cannon. Over here, there's just no question about this, that Galatia here has close to 1,000, it looks like, about 900, and a really good Air Force. So he kind of needs to move in. I did check. He is at war with Piedmont. So when he joins the fray, then I think it'll be safer for South Angola and I to join the fray and really just beat him down. So that's the goal. I can see over here as well that South Angola is also coming in with some battleships here. So that's a hell of a stack there. Okay. Yeah. So it's 1 battleship and 6 of those little guys, but still significant damage per round here. 17.6, not bad at all. 18 damage there. So not bad at all. So that's what's going on. There's not a whole heck of a lot more to report. As we can see here, the dominant player in the game at this point is absolutely Galatia here, which I believe is Harkold. Yeah. And so he's an ally to us. He'll probably take first place this game, or their coalition will probably take first place this game, and that's fine. But it's been fun fighting side by side with all of these other players, and we're starting to run into some big stacks here without question. So we're going to go ahead and continue this enterprise. if we continue to work together with Europe, which I hope we can do, we've got a lot of beige over here to conquer and a lot of activity still here in North America. These are all player characters that are still active. So we're going to have some huge battles. This is the first big stack that I've encountered. Probably not the first big stack that some of the other players have encountered, but this is what I'm talking about. This is when you get into the mid to late mid game of the 500 player, you start to get these big stacks, and I love it. I'm here for it. So it's going to be fun. Darth Vader will be a problem moving forward. I know they are actively attacking central Hungary now. There was some bad blood earlier on because of some stupid racist statements that central Hungary made. I mean, he's probably like a 10-year-old boy or something. Like, I don't know. It's funny because you never know. A lot of the best players in this game are teenagers, so you never know. But when somebody says something that dumb, it's like, oh my God, oh, you're what an edgelord, oh, you're so edgy. But he's a big country. Like, Central Hungary is a large country, and it's really gonna take us taking out Piedmont here and continuing to march eastward to take him out. It's just a lot. And then Brachiosaurus here is also a pretty, okay, he's in Shibiesen, which I'm not pronouncing right, I guarantee you. All right, so he's one of us. I actually really need to reach out and share a map with him so that I don't do something dumb on accident. Okay, all right, so yeah, Central Hungary, you're dead, dude. That's all there is to it. Who is he? New World Order. Yeah, that's not going to save you, man, because you basically now you're squaring off against the European Shibiesen, whatever that is. I'm not sure if is that German. I don't know. Anyway, he's now dealing with that and with the universe because we're going to be swarming up as well into Eastern Europe. So sorry, my dude, but he actually had a good thing going until he started a beef with his own coalition, which is dumb. But, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. And so I'm continuing to develop. I've still got factories that are still building up. Like, for instance, over here, I'm still building a level 1 factory here. I took that so recently. So I'm still doing economic development stuff at this point, but I'm really starting to reap the benefits here. As I was coming through here doing my maintenance, which, has to do with making sure to raise factory levels if I can and develop buildings if I can. And then, of course, making sure that all of my factories are churning out units no matter where I'm at. I'm starting to come to a point now where all of my factories, this one's about to build an airfield with a level 3 factory. I'm going to start shifting over to air in the next few days, and I love it. I am all about the air. I love the air power. Once you start to get those, like 20 bombers and 20 fighters in a stack, like, it's fun. You deal a lot of damage. You can clear out territories quickly. It's just a lot of fun. I'll keep on streaming up my infantry, of course, into Europe. But boy, when I start to get my bombers rolling, I'm going to have fun with it. And that's starting to happen now. It's starting to organically happen. I've forced out a few. I've got a couple fighters and a couple bombers that have come from further south down here. But now it's starting, my industrial capacity is starting to spread north as the later territories that I took more recently are developing to that level that they can start churning out those bombers and fighters. And I am stoked. I'm stoked. I'm going to have 15 or 16 factories that are all able to build air units. So I'm going to really start to, over the next week or so, shift over to air. And that's a fun time in the game for me. You can see Harkold already did that. If you have the amount of resources and, territories he has, and keep in mind too, he's had a lot of this for a long time. So it's very developed. So he naturally has a head start on that. We went ahead and witnessed, I do have a bomber over here. I don't want to forget, but I also don't want to bring him down to my airfield down here. I also don't want him to fly into that 4 fighters and die. So I'll try to keep him alive until I can get a bunch more air up here. So I do have 1 bomber and 2 fighters in this region. Keep them alive, and then that will be the grain of sand around which I will build my pearl of an air force. So I'm super excited about that. Also, what's going on up here is it looks like part of what's happening is that Dogmaster is engaged actively now attacking northwards. So that's going to take some of his attention away from this crucial battle down here. Let's go ahead and zoom in and see what's happening here. Oh, it looks pretty thin on the border here. Very interesting. So for whatever reason, Central Hungary does not have a lot of troops here, nor does, for that matter, Clapping Dem Cheeks, or Clapping Cheeks up here. Although he does have a couple of nice stacks here. Wow, is that 6 railguns? Holy crap. That is pretty devastating. Is this still Central Hungary over here? No. Okay, this is that ally on this side. Okay, yeah, there's a couple of different, yeah. I need to reach out to this guy and share maps with him for sure, because we are non-aggression status. So very interesting. I'm not sure why he has this big stack of railguns so far back. Is he even at war yet with Central Hungary? I know, I think Dogmaster is. Yeah, he is. Okay. So weirdly, it weirdly looks like there's hardly anything on the border here in terms of Central Hungary. I'm not sure what Central Hungary thinks they're doing. Oh, it looks like maybe is Central Hungary attacking down as well? Like, I don't know what's happening here. He's got a lot of stuff down here, but that's a mistake. If he was getting, yeah. So let's check Galatia here. Our friend here, Harkold, is he at war with Central? No, he's just at war with Piedmont. So I don't know what was happening down here. Maybe Central Hungary was feeling threatened, but he's moved a lot of stuff down here. And let's see if Central Hungary is at war with Piedmont. If so, that's dumb. No, he's just at war with a bunch of other people. Everyone hates him. Sorry, dude. All right, so it looks to me like Clapping Cheeks is going to walk right into a bunch of territories and just take them. These are undefended territories, which I don't understand. Central Hungary, you're a dumbass, because you're just about to give away, it looks to me like 6 or 7 territories, and really all Clapping Cheeks needs to do is come down with this stack and stiffen up all this territory, and it's his permanently, So we'll see what happens. We'll continue following that drama as well. Potentially maybe Central Hungary is pushing east. I just don't see a lot of big stacks anywhere, which is weird, because even Piedmont had 800 guys and 30 artillery. I don't know where the might of this army is. Let's see. Central Hungary does go all the way down to here. So maybe his forces are down in the south here. I don't know. Let's see if Darth Vader, he also is kind of on the outs with a lot of us. So no, he's at war with Popcat there, Natal. So, all right, interesting. We'll keep our eyes on this here in the new subscriber game. Thanks for checking in, guys. We will continue to push east. And once we engage with this big stack, I think I'll come back and cast that, because that'll be fun to watch. But until then, I'll just kind of keep on building up industrial capacity and moving troops up into that region, and see if we can bring the hammer down on Central Hungary. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for checking in. Adios, mi amigos.